Okay, this is the demo video of my module for this semester. It's called keyword deduplication, or actually it's like keyword and phrase deduplication. So I implement two methods. The first one is called deduct by embedding, and the second one is deduct by stemming. And the second one is more straightforward and easier to implement. So it's actually compare each pair of keywords, and you can see that these two keywords share the same stemming. So these two will be regarded as similar. So when we run this file, and we can see that the first output will correspond to this line. So you can see that it only outputs civilization because civil and civilization share the same stemming output. And so this is the first function. And the second function is more complicated and has much more improvement in the future to do, but now it's already doing a good job. So it's comparing the embedding of two key phrases like database technique and database techniques. So these two will be regarded as the same, and so does this two. So we can see that here is the output. So because database technique, it's actually the same as database techniques. So these two will be regarded as similar. So it only outputs one of them. And so the same works for this two, and it only outputs one of them. And similarly, so for this four, although they share a same embedding, they all share the learning subword, but they do not mean the same thing, or not very similar, because supervised, semi-supervised, and unsupervised, they are actually totally different things. So you can see that here it can categorize them as different things. So here it needs some little improvement because it regarded semi-supervised learning as similar to any one of them. I'm not sure, but you can see that machine learning and supervised learning, they are regarded as different things. And here I have many more test cases, like so machine learning and machine learn. So they are actually the same things. And yeah, you can see that if you are actually using this, the whole bunch of key phrases like technique, methods, they are actually the same thing. And so here it can categorize them as the same thing and only outputs machine learning techniques. And that's for all this bunch of phrases. And then it skips to the next group of phrases. So I group these phrases line by line by their similarity. And yeah, and so for the last test cases, it's actually to test its error handling, because this cannot be a keyword in most computer science research field, hopefully. And so it will not report any error. Instead, it will just outputs it, because sometimes there may be some unknown keywords or some specific terms to be inputted into our trained word-to-vec model. And when it cannot recognize it, it just outputs it. So you can see that if you try to deduplicate these three keywords, it will just output this, and it does not report any error. So this is the demo video of the two functions I implemented this semester.